Leg.
Professor, that's my answer.
Can you say why America is the greatest country in the world?
Diversity and opportunity.
Lewis?
Freedom and freedom. So let's keep it that way.
Well, why is America
Not the greatest country in the world, Professor. That's my answer.
You're saying...
Yes.
Let's talk about...
Fine. Sharon, the NEA is a loser. Yeah, it accounts for a penny out of our paycheck, but he gets to hit you with it anytime he wants. It doesn't cost money. It costs votes. It costs airtime and column inches. You know why people don't like liberals? Because they lose.
If liberals are so fucking smart, how come they lose so goddamn always?
Hey, and with a straight face, you're going to tell students that America is so star-spangled awesome that we're the only ones in the world who have freedom?
Canada has freedom. Japan has freedom. The UK, France, Italy, Germany, Spain,
Australia, Belgium has freedom. So 207 sovereign states in the world, like 180 of them have freedom.
All right.
And yeah, you, sorority girl,
just in case you accidentally wander into a voting booth one day,
there's some things you should know. And one of them is there is absolutely no evidence to support the statement that we're the greatest country in the world. We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, number 4 in labor force, and number 4 in exports. We lead the world in only 3 categories: number of incarcerated citizens per capita, number of adults who believe angels are real, and defense spending, where we spend more than the next 26 countries combined, 25 of whom are allies. Now, none of this is the fault of a 20-year-old college student, but you nonetheless are, without a doubt, a member of the worst generation ever. So when you ask what makes us the greatest country in the world, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yosemite? Sure used to be. We stood up for what was right. We fought for moral reasons. We passed laws, struck down laws for moral reasons. We waged wars on poverty, not poor people. We sacrificed. We cared about our neighbors. We put our money where our mouths were, and we never beat our chest. We built great big things, made ungodly technological advances, explored the universe, cured diseases, and we cultivated the world's greatest artists and the world's greatest economy. We reached for the stars, acted like men. We aspired to intelligence. We didn't belittle it. It didn't make us feel inferior. We didn't identify ourselves by who we voted for in the last election, and we didn't scare so easy. We were able to be all these things and do all these things because we were informed by great men who were revered. First step in solving any problem is recognizing there is one. America is not the greatest country in the world anymore.
Now, there are very few universal truths in the world. One is food always tastes better when somebody else is paying for it. Universal truth. The other is that everybody in this room was taught the story of how Columbus went before Queen Isabella of Spain, and he was going to prove to her that the world was round. Do you know what Queen Isabella of Spain, pretty smart woman, I gotta believe, would have said to Christopher Columbus if he laid this line on her? She would look to him and go, Cristoforo, Aristotle figured out the world was round 2,000 years ago. This is 1492, the year they invented the globe. So this world is round story is 100% bullshit. It's total fiction. Yet how did our grandparents learn this? We learned this. Our grandchildren are probably going to learn this. How come? Because history is pop culture. So now, Washington Irving is America's first internationally known author. He has got a worldwide audience. So he wants to write a worldwide bestseller. And what does he come up with? The Life and Voyages of Christopher Columbus. This becomes the biggest hit in American publishing history. Here is where the world is round stories come from. It's not out of fact, it is totally out of his fiction. You know, Napoleon once said, history is a myth men agree to believe. Well, so many people have read this myth that it creates what I like to call the Liberty Valance effect.
This is the West, sir. When the legend becomes fact, print the legend.
When the legend becomes fact, print the legend. Say that with me. When the legend becomes fact, print the legend. This is what's happened with Washington Irving and Columbus. He has created the Columbus legend. The legend has become fact, and we print the legend. When the legend becomes fact, print the legend. So, assume the position that pop culture is history. This world is round story is 100% bullshit. It's total fiction. It's not out of fact, it is totally out of his fiction. Pop culture is history. This world is round story is 100% bullshit.
You like? Subscribe!